I'm Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are TwoPaperGirls.
This week's Top 5 Wednesday is your top 5 favourite angsty romances. So it's when they're just super like teen drama, just like over the top, but you love it because it's just like so cringy and angsty that it's great. We're doing a joint one for this one because we're generally not a massive fan of angsty romances and we just couldn't really think of 5 each, and the 5 we do have we both completely agree on. Saying that, number 5 is more mine, and that is James and Lily Potter from Harry Potter. Number 5, because obviously you don't see much of James and Lily together, because they did. So you see them in flashbacks, and in terms of how people talk about them. But there's kind of like a headcanon thing on Tumblr, which I don't particularly follow, but basically like he's a bit of a douche, and he's all like the jock guy, and then she's all nerdy and kind of has a go at him, and it just seems very angsty because they like hate each other but then they end up getting married, and that's like pure angst is when they start off like hating each other and then it develops into a romance. So I just thought that was quite a cute one that like maybe people don't really think of with Harry Potter, because Harry Potter doesn't have that many angsty romances unless you ship Drowry. So James and Lily is definitely pretty angsty.
Coming at number 4 is the good old Looking for Alaska and Pudge. Her name is not Looking for Alaska, it's obviously Alaska
Young.
Wow, I completely forgot. And Pudge, who has a proper name too, but also don't remember it. But they're in Looking for Alaska by John Green, by the by. And they are the technical, massive, angsty romance where they're at a boarding school in a hot place in America. And she is just so totally the angst teen. She is the manic pixie girl that everyone hates and we kind of love. And Pudge just falls for it completely. And he's the dorky one like Lily is in Harry Potter, where he just kind of pines after Alaska, and there's just so much angst over the kiss and the metaphors of how they love each other, and it's just completely angsty, especially if you've read the book as well. You know how it kind of transforms from angst to actual deep emotional trauma. But apart from that, the angst in Looking for Alaska is really fun.
And as you'll have seen in the thumbnail for this video where we tried to recreate the cover of Save Lost Souls, to not really great success because of
being shit actresses.
And just giggling, so it's like but we have 2 from this series. But number 3 is Simon and Isabelle from the Mortal Instruments series. This is slightly spoilery for, I mean I haven't finished the series so it's not going to be huge spoilers, but from like book 2 onwards, just you've probably read it. But yeah, Simon and Isabelle, that is just so angsty, 'cause she's all like, she don't need no man, and she goes for all these like hot guys who kind of treat her like rubbish, and Simon's just like super sweet and dorky, though he does treat her like rubbish because he dates her and Mia at the same time, which is a bit douchey. But then she just like totally loves him and he doesn't realise, and everyone else is like, Isabelle, you love him? She's like, no I don't. And it's just so angsty because like they both really love each other but just don't really realise it for ages. And then there's a hot bit in this book where she lets him like suck her blood because he's hungry, and it's all like steamy, and that's just quite angsty as well. It's like Twilight, it's just like,
for anyone who's
so
not
over the
read
top.
that though, she sucks her blood, the hot bit.
Yeah, it's sexy blood sucking.
In context.
In this series it's like, can be a sexy thing, it's not always horrible.
And we mentioned that there's another one from this series, and that is our favourite gay couple, Alex and Alex. Oh my god, Alec and Magnus. It's been a while since I read this series. It really has. They're just so angsty because obviously Magnus is like a million years old or whatever, and he's finally fell in love with Alec. But Alec, just as a character himself,
So angsty.
he's just like, I love Jace. Jace can't get into trouble. He's just so
Intense.
dark and intense, and it's like, it's just so gorgeous, especially because I imagine him as the guy out the Shadowhunter series. Oh my god, he's gorgeous, but literally so intense. You can't have a laugh with Alec. And then Magnus tries to, and it's just their relationship, like if you've read again like bit spoilery past like a certain point, they break up and then they go out together and then they break up, and there's just a constant like will they won't they with Alec and Magnus. They're just divas. Just old Victorian, well not Victorian, old New Yorkian Shadowhunter divas.
And our number 1 joint angsty romance has to be the Shatter Me series. Again, some spoilers for the series if you haven't read past the first book, but Juliet and Warner is just like so ridiculously angsty. Like Juliet and Adam is very angsty because he's all like just being a dick and she doesn't know what's going on, but then Juliet and Warner's like a whole new level of angst because he's just like, again, he's really intense and she's just besotted with him, and I don't really know what makes it so angsty. I think it's because they like nearly have sex all the time and don't, and they're both just so like need bone each other all the time, and they don't for ages. But yeah, it's just so. What makes it angsty? It just is.
Oh,
I don't really know how to describe it.
I think just I think
They're so over the top.
angsty is frustrating in Shatter Me. It's just so annoying how she's constantly like, oh, I can feel my powers, but they're not quite there. But Warner makes me have my powers, and they're together,
so
and then
over
they're not
the top.
together, and yeah, it's just a bit like they're always separated as well. Like,
yeah.
And then it's always like the forced distance. Angsty.
But it's a really good series, and the angst is actually quite good in this one. That's why it's the top, because it's so angsty and dramatic, and honestly the whole series is just a bit rubbish in a lot of ways, but it's also so addictive and enjoyable. It's like such a guilty pleasure series. So like, if you don't normally like angst, you might like it in this book, just because it kind of feels like it's meant to be over the top. It's not like a great story with that dabbled in. It's like, that's the whole point of the series, is just them two, so it's just so much fun.
So those were our favourite top 5 angsty romances in all of our shitty YA books that we love so damn much.
Let us know down below which angsty romances you really love, and we will see you on the next video.
Bye.